Alright, cool. So we're part 2. So what I'm doing now is we're gonna paint these backs up. I'm gonna spray it in some Krylon matte finish, dull this colour down. This is slightly off than what the original is. I couldn't get them some proper pictures, but all the pictures have come out now. So it's more like this colour all over. I thought there was 2 different colours. Still think there is, but I've seen a few now, so yeah, it is what it is. And then I'm gonna put a harp, I think, on the front here with some Celtic knots, and I'm going to try to do it in 24 karat gold leaf. So we're going to be doing that. So first of all, I'm just going to start off with the back here, and yeah, so let's crack on with it. Okay, cool. So I've done the backs, I've done this toe box. What I'm gonna do now is whack on a Krylon matte finish over all of this, so I can dull it down a bit. I don't want it over this dude here, so what I'm gonna do is just cover him up a little bit. Good thing about Krylon matte finishes, it's you can do really light coats, and it's it covers. Just whack this on just to protect it a little bit. I can put a different finisher over that afterwards because I want them to be a little bit shiny. All right, cool. Right, so they're done with the finish. I will be making sure that I get some duller for next time, because I don't fancy spraying that bloody Krylon matte finisher again. It's a bit unreliable. That you can get some sort of speckling effect sometimes. You can't really see it on any of the shoes, but it's sort of little dry white spats. If the can's old, then you're gonna see it. So next, all I want to do is I just want to knock some holes into the laces all the way up, just so we can put the aglets in. All of this, and I'll be back to show you putting them all in. Okay, so I've cut the eyelet holes. They're all done and in. I'll put something up this side just so you can see. It's got the it's green all the way up, and then we've got an orange, white and green signifying that Irish flag. May change that, might put a little flag on the back here on that bit. We'll see. I'll just take them out afterwards. I'll put the laces in and see how it looks, and then we can change that, and then I might put it in there. Next, now we're going on to this gold leaf. I've not done this on the shoe yet, so this could be fun, or it just could just completely trash the whole thing, but if you don't try it, don't know. Right, be back when I've done the stencil. Okay, so stencil's on, green bit's painted up. Now I have got to put This is what I got. During the lockdown, I done a chandelier that was my nan's, so it was it had some gold plating on it, but it was proper worn out. She'd cleaned it to death, so I used this. I might put that video up on this YouTube, but we'll see. So this is wonder size. We're gonna put this on there really thin. Well, nice thin coat. I'm not gonna leave it too thick. And while it's wet, I'm gonna peel all of this off. Then we're gonna let it dry for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna put, I've got some 24 karat gold leaf here, which is really nice. You can see that. And I reckon a one piece I might be able to get over the whole top of it, yeah. So we'll be using that. Got a little brush here, very, very fine, soft brush. That's for just brushing the gold off. So we're gonna do, put it on, take this off. I'm gonna tape around some certain bits because this gold will go everywhere. And this paint on here is still, it's just slightly tacky still. So I reckon that will stick to this. So I need to protect it all. So let me just do a bit of taping up, and then I'll be back, and then we can crack on with the gold. So that's taped up just a little bit. I've left it loose around the edges so I can peel this off afterwards, and then try and get some sort of little bit more mask in there. I've got a hoover as well, so we can just catch some of it. Because if I know this gold, like when I used it before, it'll end up sticking to loads of shit. And this has just got that tackiness to it that I reckon it'll stick to, like this does. So this on, 15 minutes drying, roughly. I'll film that because you have to wait until it becomes it's just dried and it has a little bit of tackiness to it. New brush. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on there. That's it there. All right, so it's dried up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just bring a piece of this over, and I am gonna just drop it straight down. On like that. I'm gonna give it a little blow. Just like that, and we're gently just now, we're just gonna press over the top of this. Just for the moment. Just press. Fingers crossed. Okay. By the looks of it, it's stuck, but I'm not too sure yet. Okay, so I might have to do loads of this off camera, but I'm just gonna slowly go around. This isn't actually the finest gold leaf that I could have used. I should have used much finer pressed. But I'm gonna go around and do this, and then I'll see how good or bad it's actually gonna be. 'Cause I don't think it's gonna come out too good, but we can certainly see in it. All right. Okay, it hasn't come out too bad for my first try. It's not too bad. The only thing is what happened with the green that I put in there. I did leave this for 24 hours to dry, but this green left leaves, I said it in them a minute ago, about the it's still tacky and it might stick to it, which is what it has done. So the little swirly patterns that I had in here is not going to come off, and I don't really want to scratch it off because it's going to bring the green through. So there's a few little touch-up bits, like I must have missed that bit there, like a donut. So I'm going to put that line in, put some more glue down here, and I think I'll just go with this because it don't look too bad. Like, that's quite nice. 24 karat gold. We'll put a finisher over the top of that, and done. So I'll just touch up, I'll put this line in, touch this little bit up here, and then I suppose we'll move on to finishing up this shoe. I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't come out too bad. Not as I don't know, I can't complain. It's not perfect, but it's giving me ideas about other shoes, I'll tell you that. I think maybe next time what I can do is on a black shoe is hand paint some designs on there and go along the shoe in some spirally pattern or something, and do it in sections and just put the gold on, because that looks sick. It's pretty uneven, but I kind of like that. It's like some old school looking thing. But I don't know, maybe if I'm going to sell these shoes, I'm going to put like a Celtic sign on there, because then it'll be the Leprechaun on one and then the Celtic on the other. But it's pretty cool, man. Oh, I should have just hand painted everything. All right, cool. Other than the green sticking, nothing I could do about that. I thought that might happen. Maybe I'll paint over the top of it, we'll see. But that's that for now. Alright, so I've got to finish eyelets, replace that eyelet because that one went a bit wonky. That's my fault, idiot. So what I've decided is I'm going to put some Celtic knots just on the sides here, just bling it up that little bit more, because I I think it needs it. Alright, so I want to make sure that every edge is really damn well on this so we don't get any bleeding. Okay, get our size. Alright, definitely going to do this on another shoe. Get our brush. Nah, learning from the first one, I want to be quick with it. So, all on. Nice generous amount, don't let it sit in the corners. Just like that, and then I want to take this off. Okay. Can you see that shine in there? That's that side done. And then right, okay, so just like the first ones, we're gonna take our gold. And then we're gonna just get this on the front, like this. Okay, sorry that someone knocked on the door. Right, we just wanna pat this down like this. And I'm gonna leave this just to go off now. And I'll be back in a minute, I've got to do some moving. All right, sorry about that. I just had to move a bloody washing machine for the neighbour. All right, it's looking cool. Okay. I think these ones will come out a little better. Right, I'm not gonna lie, that was difficult. I probably shouldn't have taken that up on doing this shoe, but you know what it is, you've got to learn from your mistakes as well. So it looks all right, it ain't too bad. I've got some Irish knots there. I'm gonna go in and I will be touching this up. There's a little bit of there's a little bit in there, but it don't, when you're standing up holding it, it's decent. 24 karat gold. A little bit of a clean up still, touch up, and I reckon that looks all right. Shame about not being able to get that green in there, but I learned from that, so it is what it is. So I want to put some more in it really, but I'm going to leave it there for this. All right, so we're all done, touched up, looking good. We've got some billingage here that I forgot to record. I apologise. I'll do some of this in the next couple of videos because I've got something that I'm doing with these that I want to show you. This is some other material that I'm using. So, right, we've got the gold Air Force One bits. I had a couple of laces. Well, I ordered like 4 different types of laces to come, and only one set has come up. I ordered these from like the 25th of February, so I'm a bit pissed off about that. And this set only just turned up today. This one I already had, but it's a bit too thick. But I like the green, so this one ain't as... We'll see. I want to do it with these ones first, because I'm not sure what I like. So this is where we're at. Laces are on. I think the colour's alright, it's not too bad. If The other laces that do, and when they do turn up, look a bit better, then we'll go with them, but they look alright. So, got it all on. Double shamrocks, golds in there. Now I want to do this little hang tag for the side. I haven't got any green leather in at the moment, so what I've done is I've cut them out on the white and we're just going to paint that up. So all I'm going to do is just yeah, coat this up quickly and then we can put them on. The little hang tags are done. What I've done, let's see. I've put a little design on there. Don't know if you can see that. There you go. I'm going to spray that in the same colour as what we've done on the back here. And then I'm going to put this colour onto the inner soles. That's that. And oh yeah, look, there's the pattern, sorry. That's the pattern I want to put on these hang tags. Another little Celtic knot. Alright, cool, so I'm gonna move that to the shed spray booth. Alright, cool, let's crack on. Brush, but I've got good ventilation here, and you want to wear a mask at all times using this crap. Anything that says causes cancer on it has got to be fucking, got to put your mask on, eh? Alright, cool. I'm doing like a sort of just over 50-50 mix, maybe a little bit more. There's the brush. Alright, keep your masks on anyway. Get a good mix up. Alright, yeah, that's sweet. I forgot to bloody push record on the first bit of this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna crack on doing this. So what I usually do after this, because it's saturated, it's gonna look a bit off, is I get one of these and I literally just scrape down with it. And what you're doing, you're taking the excess out. And just you can just reuse this. Scrape it back. This will spread it out and you'll get an even coat on everything. Little tip there. Alright, so these hang tags, I've done these, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to do them again because I want to put a little round bit on the top here so I can put an eyelet on and hang them, but just for now, because I'm in a rush to try and get these finished now for St. Patrick's Day, because I've left it late to get all of this done. Yes, little butchers. I think they come out really well. I've done the inner soles, but I used this same greeny metallic colour on them, and I'm not like too happy with them. So you can see them. They look all right when you're in person with them. It's just subtle. I wish I'd used a more like a gold on it, but because look, you can't even see that, but here you can. All I've got for the back of these is I printed up some transfer vinyl, HTV vinyl, heat transfer vinyl for the back. So I'm gonna whack that there, and on the other one I've done this little St. Patrick's Day Nike one. Oops, get rid of that, and come on, yeah. And then that's gonna sit on the back of the other one. So let's put these on now. Yeah. All right, let's roll with this. Right, I'm gonna be honest with you. This took me an absolute age to make this. Just to get these little bits to cut. This could all flop and just be a write-off, but you might as well give it a go, eh? I've never done something like this, so I've never done something this small with the vinyl, so we might as well try it. So I'm gonna center this up just like that. I reckon there, and let's go for this. Okay, cool, we got him on. There it is. That looks pretty sick. It's well and truly on there as well. So that's that bit. I'll crack on with this one and I'll be back. Alright, so they're on. This side come out terrible. I don't know what's that whiteness is from the logo that Nike had on there that I took off, and the paint hasn't come out. It looks alright in person, but you can definitely see a difference. Maybe it's the angles of the light where I sprayed it, but I might go back in here and spray a lighter gold on top of all of this. It took me fucking ages, but I might just do it anyway. But those, they come out sick. Can you see all that? That's the old, that was the other logo that Nike had on there showing through. That's pretty shitty. Never mind. Alright, cool. Alright, so we have changed our mind again on this one. Give me a bit of leather. I didn't like these tabs at the top, so I've cut them off. I've cut myself a bit of leather. Now what happens here is you get a stitch across here. This folds up and over, and then you stitch through this bottom piece here to hold the back lining in. Now what I like to do on 1 centimetre up, the stitch line, you can see the line there. The stitch line is going to be just below that, sort of here, but what you get is when you fold over, if you fold up on a thick bit, it's going to be, it leaves it sort of proud. If you get it on the thinner bit, you get a nicer finish. So there is a skiving machine, I've got one, but this is for guys that don't have one. Brand new knife, sharp blade. You come in, press flat, and you drag away from you, but at an angle like this. Let me zoom in. Like that. And you just come across and you just start taking off layers of leather just to reduce the thickness. Try not to cut through, don't push too hard. This isn't like pushing really hard, that's why you have a brand new blade. And you basically just thin this down. Just like that. And then you get that nice edge. So see the thick bit, and then you've got the thinner bit that folds there. And trust me, having that thinner bit here, when you fold that over, it's gonna poke out like that. This thinner bit, it's not as much. You've got, it pulls it flatter, if you know what I mean, on the actual tongue. Cool. All right, and then what I've printed up is some little logos, which once that's folded done and sewn in, that I've put some little bit of Celtic writing on the Air Force One. That will sit like that. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna crack on a little bit and then I'll get back to you, because this is a bit of a tedious job. All right, just a quick one here, because I'm hand stitching this to show you. The way that I've cut it, I've cut the front off, and I've left, if you can see, I've left this bit of string that runs across. This is the back piece that's in the sewing machine that the thread goes around. Now if I leave that on, I can sew this, go in, out at the bottom, come out the bottom, up over the top of that, back through the same hole, pull tight, and I can get a nice tight stitch to that. It's the only way I'm doing it in a moment, just to show you. But other than that, use the machine, get a machine. They're not too expensive if you're going to be doing this a lot. So yeah, cool. Okay, right, we're at the end, and at the end, I'm just literally going to go over one onto that outside piece, tie the original stitching into it, just like so, just like that. We come back up through one of the center pieces, stitch back, sorry, just one stitch back, if I can actually get it through to get. Where is it? There. There we go. Pull that tight. I'm gonna go through the middle like that. Come back out in the center. Okay. I'm gonna do the same on this side here. I can't remember how to finish this off. I usually do it with the sewing machine. Like that. Oh, you get, that's it. minute. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to leave that there. I'll just put a little knot in that and we'll glue it up later. Just a little dab of barge cement, just a tiny bit, keep it locked in the centre. Alright, cool. So that's that on that side. Clean. Front's clean and stitched. Now we can fold our tab over. There you go. Look at that, lovely. See that clean edge, the thin bit's tucked in. When we press this on, that's when we'll get a cleaner edge, because we'll press this down just slightly, and then we can bosh that on there like that, and then we got that on. Sweet. All right, so we've got one on. There's that bosh, lovely. I'm happy with that. With this green, it just needed that extra touch on the front, you know what I mean? You know, the green weren't doing it for me. The white, I think it sort of comes in quite nice with the other white bits. Little night tick done. All right, I'm gonna crack on with this, and then I'm gonna put all the shoe together, and then we're gonna try and do a little video somewhere in the street, I think. See how it goes. I don't like doing all that shit, but I will give it a go. So let's crack on, son. Thanks for watching. That's that done. Leave a like and comment on all of that, and subscribe. Thanks. See you later.